Hey everyone. You know, I really want to catch up on some of these posts, but I saw this news story in the mainstream media earlier today, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. There's something that doesn't add up in regards to the new footage they gave us of the Philando Castile shooting. Possibly I'm just seeing it wrong and or whatever. I don't know. That's why I'm making this video. I want to see what other people think. But it seems to me like the footage is like reversed. And how much have we talked about reverse and the reverse theme and reverse gematria and how it's connected? Especially to this year, we've really discovered a whole lot in regards to reverse things. So I don't know. I'm just documenting it for that reason alone, whether it's I'm right or wrong or whatever. But I mean, so this is the new shot that they gave us, and the cop car is back here then, and he pulls this car over. And he's clearly on the left side of the car, the right side of the car is by the sidewalk. But when you go and watch the old footage of the girl fake crying and all that in the video, it's completely opposite. And the steering wheel's even right here. And this is his right arm that he supposedly got shot in. And so, I mean, it's clearly the right side of the car here, and the cop's on the right side of the car, not the left side of the car. I mean, I've been trying to figure it out why the steering wheel seems to be on the right side of the car. And, think about it. So the cop car would be behind this one, and they're both facing this way. So when this one's a different direction, but this car is obviously facing this way, that means the cop car would be behind it facing this way. So he's still on the wrong side. It doesn't really make that much sense. I mean, so he's for sure sitting in front of the steering wheel. Even if the steering wheel was right here then, and then the girl sitting here, here's the sidewalk. His right arm is facing the cop, This is his right arm. His left arm would be facing the cop. That doesn't make any sense. Unless there's some type of mirrored thing going on with her camera. And if that's the case, then it's fitting for the theme that has been going on this year. Even in the original video, I mean, look at it. This is the cop car right here, and it's facing this way. And if you go watch the video, their car is also facing this way. So when she gets out of the car on this side, she gets out right onto the sidewalk. That would be the left side of the car, not the right side of the car. Hopefully you see what I'm saying. The car is facing this way. The left side of the car would be towards the sidewalk, but in this picture, it's the left side is towards the highway. And I know they're different directions, but still think about it. This car's facing this way. The cop car's right behind him facing that way. And in this picture, she gets out and walks backwards. You can easily see the cop car facing this way, and the steering wheel's here, so their car is facing this way as well. Which means the left door, regardless of where the steering wheel is, would be on the side closest to the sidewalk. And that's not the case in this picture. I even got on Google Maps, and I went to this location, and they even have a little Philando Castile thing, like a tribute thing. And you can see this red building across the street, whatever it is. But what doesn't make sense from the picture in this video compared to the original video that we got. So the girl, Diamond, whatever, would have to be sitting right here next to the sidewalk, because the cop would be standing here, right? The cop, then Philando Castile, then her. And even if she's facing this way and recording it, she would have to turn to the right to see this building. Yet in this video, she goes to the left to see this building. So anyway, I just wanted to document that it seems backwards. Everything in this original video seems backwards. Possibly, there's that's how it was filmed backwards because I know you can do mirrored stuff on my webcam or whatever. It used to record me in a mirrored image and whatnot. But it's just interesting in regards to a lot of the reverse stuff that has been going on this year, and now they're coming out with this footage, and I just realized that this seems to be backwards. It seems to be reversed. I mean, even like the shifter is on the left side. This is obviously, it's seemingly the right side, but it's opposite. It's just crazy. I don't know. It's blowing my mind, even though it shouldn't. But this was a really important story that I documented a whole lot last year. It was connected to a whole bunch of things. I even talked about how right after Obama's final State of the Union, he gave a speech in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at McKinley High School. And then, of course, this same day, we also got the story of Alton Sterling in Baton Rouge. And that one had some weird camera angles as well that didn't make any sense. But anyway, Obama gave that speech at McKinley High School, and Philando Castile died in Falcon Heights, Minnesota. Falcon Heights is known for where Teddy Roosevelt gave a famous speech about carrying the big stick. In Baton Rouge is named after the Homa people and their red stick that is marking the hunting boundaries. And Obama gave the speech at McKinley High School, and right after Teddy Roosevelt gave the speech at Falcon Heights, McKinley was assassinated in Buffalo at the World Fair or some fair. I can't remember if it was the World's Fair or whatever. It was in Buffalo, and then Teddy Roosevelt became the president after McKinley was assassinated. And McKinley's killer was super connected to the number 219. I believe his name equaled 219, just like Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This story was super connected to the Native American theme that I was following, and it just makes me wonder in regards to assassinated presidents and whatnot. We got Pence from the land of the Indians. Mike Pence's birthday, let me pull it up really quick. Mike Pence's birthday then is June 7th, 6/7 or 7/6. And remember, Blue Lives Matter in Gematria equals 67, and it was even passed in Louisiana on a date numerology of 67. 5 plus 26 plus 20 plus 16 equals 57. Alton Sterling equals 67. Philando Castile equals 67. And both of their stories came out on July 6th, which in most parts of the world they write as 6/7. Philando Castile's name is also interesting just because his last name is Castile, or however you pronounce that. But I've been talking a lot in regards to the flat earth stuff and how it's connected to Christopher Columbus. And Christopher Columbus was sent here by the Catholic Church, and it was funded by Queen Isabella of Castile. And think about that in regards to the Native American theme as well. Mike Pence, born and raised in Columbus, Indiana. When Christopher Columbus arrived in America, the Native Americans were already here, so I don't know how he discovered America. If you go back and watch a lot of my videos leading up to the World Series and why I thought we were possibly going to get the Indians versus the Cubs, there was a bunch of Mike Pence stuff. For example, born on 6/7, Cleveland Indians equal 67. He's the 48th vice president now. And, the Indians haven't won the World Series since the year 48. The biggest election upset in American history was also in the year 1948 until this year when Harry S. Truman beat Dewey. 1948 was also the year Israel declared its independence. I talked a whole bunch about this space moon theme as well. and 48 was the last closest supermoon since the year 2016 on Prince Charles's birthday on November 14th. A whole lot of stuff in regards to it. Donald Trump even equals 48 in gematria. A few more things, and then I'm just going to end the video. I want to make it really short, but July 6th is also the 187th day of the year, and in reverse gematria, Society of Jesus equals 187. And I've been mentioning a whole lot of stuff in regards to the Jesuits and whatnot. Donald Trump just turned 71 years old. Catholic equals 71. He has a lot of connections to Pope Francis. But also on the date of 7/6, George W. Bush, he'll be 71 years old this year as well on the date of 7/6. So, 71 equals Catholic. It's synced up to the Society of Jesus. George W. Bush equals 67 in gematria. And remember, 9/11 happened 67 days after his birthday. Also, if you include the end date, or the total span of days from George Bush's birthday on 7/6 to the Jesuit anniversary this year, it's a span of 84 days. Jesuit equals 84. And the reason that George W. Bush is so interesting, and possibly we'll get a story, possibly we'll get the death of his father or something like that, because that seems more fitting to me. But remember, him and his dad are both Skull and Bones members, and his grandpa Prescott Bush was also a Skull and Bones member, who supposedly they stole the bones of Geronimo, the Native American, right? And of course, the police officer who shot Philando Castile, what was his name? Geronimo. And in regards to reverse, clear back in the Super Bowl, I was talking about Geronimo because the guy who plays Geronimo in the 19, whatever it was, something movie, Geronimo, Chuck Connors, he's also the dad on the movie Flipper, and there was a whole bunch of stuff in regards to the Miami Dolphins and flipping the script. We also just got the death of Batman, Adam West, and Adam West played the opposite character of Geronimo, or opposite of Chuck Connors in that movie. Then, of course, Donald Trump said he was Batman at the Iowa State Fair. I never covered it in my videos, but on my blog, there's a whole bunch of stuff in regards to the death of Batman and how it connects to Donald Trump. This movie, Geronimo, came out on 5/1 of 1962. I was talking about how it's connected to Super Bowl 51. Batman equals 51. Geronimo equals 51. Osama bin Laden. Remember the code name for Operation Neptune Spear when they supposedly killed Osama bin Laden? It was also called Geronimo. And Osama bin Laden was killed on 5/1 in the United States. And then, of course, Osama bin Laden, once again, reminds us of George W. Bush. So, whatever, just some things to think about. Wanted to make a quick video. Just wanted to show that the camera angle just seems very fishy. And, yeah, that's it. Have a good one. Peace. I don't even know. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm just not seeing it right. Maybe somehow my brain is reversed or whatever, I don't know. But have a good one.